A lot of noise came out of the market in 2025, but only a few things actually mattered. And today, I want to break down those things. See, we want to look at what played out as expected, what surprised me, and what I think actually matters moving forward as a long-term investor. Now, this isn't about predictions or trying to call the top or the bottom of anything. It's about reviewing what actually happened and learning from it. Because if you're investing long-term, every year gives you feedback, whether you pay attention to it or not. One thing that played out almost exactly as expected was AI, but not the hype around AI. We're looking at the spending behind it. We continue to see massive investments into AI infrastructure. We're talking data centers, chips, cloud platforms. The scale of these data center build-outs became a meaningful part of US GDP growth. That matters because it tells you that this is not a one-year trend. This is a multi-year investment cycle. And for long-term investors, this reinforces something important. Real trends show up in capital spending, not headlines. Another thing we expected going into 2025 was volatility. We're talking tariffs, geopolitical tensions, and policy uncertainty. And we saw that clearly in March and April. We saw that as vividly as possible. A lot of investors panicked during that period. But for long-term investors, those months were some of the best buying opportunities. This is a lesson I've learned over time. Volatility is not the enemy. Emotional decision making is. Markets don't reward comfort, they reward patience. We also saw sector rotations start to matter again. Defensive sectors like healthcare began to perform better. Nothing flashy, nothing trendy, just stable businesses with real cash flow. And this matters especially when valuations are high. Boring sectors don't get attention, but they often do their job when it matters most. Now, let's be honest. Let's talk about what surprised me. Tesla. I genuinely thought their weaker financial performance would weigh on the stock much more than it did. And to be fair, it did pull back. We went from 488 to 215, 220 briefly. But what surprised me was how strong the recovery was. And that was a reminder of something important. Markets don't trade on today, they trade on expectations. Investors are looking past near-term numbers and toward the pipeline. AI, autonomy, energy, robotics. So whether you're bullish or bearish on Tesla, the lesson matters. Stocks don't always move the way you think they should, especially when the market is looking forward. Another surprise for many investors was global markets. Places like China, Africa performed very well. Now, this doesn't mean you blindly invest internationally. You still need to understand the risks. We have currencies, politics, economic structure. But it was a reminder, including for myself, that opportunity doesn't exist in just one market, and the world doesn't move in sync. So, what actually matters going forward? This is where the market is becoming more selective, a little picky when it comes to selecting certain stocks. AI hype is starting to slowly fade away. Execution right now matters. The companies that will be rewarded are the ones that can implement AI in the near term. They will show real world impact, higher productivity, better margins, clear revenue growth. On the other hand, the market will punish companies that over leverage their balance sheets without a clear plan to monetize, as ideas don't get rewarded, results do. So if I had to summarize what 2025 has taught me so far, AI is still a long-term growth engine. Volatility creates opportunity for disciplined investors. Markets are forward-looking, sometimes more than we expect, and execution matters more now than ever. Personally, I'm pro-risk, but disciplined, patient, and selective. And if you're focused on long-term investing and actually understanding how markets work, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. And let me know in the comments what surprised you the most about the market this year. Now remember, earn more, grow more, live free.